That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason, and the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good.
And I'll tell you who I feel for. The Wolves fans. One playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and you know, they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but they've done very little winning with that talent. I think the good news, though, when you want to spin it positively, they still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Allen against Curry. Over Allen. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Johnson. That's good. Nice assist from Durant.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Also looking it over. Thompson outside. Buries it from 3-point range.
Gotta love the smooth shooting. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
And KD drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Curry against Johnson. Out to Thompson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Wizards with possession. Washington leading now by 3. Johnson with it. Durant with it. He's picked up by Russell. No good from Durant.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. Outside, KD. And the 3 off target. And so Curry will bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1 and taken away by Johnson. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Johnson's got 6.
Yeah, watching Johnson exert his will down low now, using his height and quick release.
Here's Curry outside for Davis. Towns with the steal. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Puts it up from 17. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. 1:10 left here in the opening quarter. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Davis. Here's Russell. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Really crashing that offensive glass. The instincts, the long arms, the quickness of jump. Russell kills you with second chances.
Here's Johnson. Kept alive. Here's Walton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Bill Russell.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
You know, one of the most complete bigs in the game. Walton can do everything for you at both ends of the floor.
Paul passes to Bowen. To the middle. And Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team? And how about Weber there rising up for the alley-oop? Great at recognizing there. He's got the room to hammer that one home.
In the corner, Harrell with it. Good D by Weber.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And so it's the Washington Wizards in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Wizards.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
On the court for Minnesota. Ball out there with Richard Hamilton. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Noah. And it's Bowen in at the 3 spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. And they'll keep possession. Wizards leading by 9. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Weber in the post. Defended by Paul. Weber gets the bucket.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level. The late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Russell, he's checked in for Noah. Davis is subbed in for Montrezl Harrell. Here's Weber. That shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Hamilton right side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mark, you know, some players just don't need a lot of it. They can play basketball all day, every day, and don't want to be taken out. They've all got a lot of engine in them.
Yeah, they do. 24/7 guys, we call them. They don't need a lot of fuel, and it seems like they never are out of fuel. Guys like Paul George and Russell Westbrook come around.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Curry's checked in. Elliott passes to Weber. Shoots over Curry, and Weber with the basket on the assist from Sean Elliott. Weber's got the lead up to 13 now for Washington. Pass to Davis. Here's Russell. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Taken away. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes. Wizards leading by 11. Pass to Gilmore. Back to Harper. And he finishes nicely on the way. Harper's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Harper against Curry. No good off the back of the rim. And Weber's got the ball here for the Wizards. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Harper the pass to Weber. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Andre Kirilenko is checked in for the Timberwolves. Klay Thompson comes in for Hamilton. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. Washington with the rebound.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Weber. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Weber's got 8 points in the quarter.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Curry. It's deflected.
The 9 shots. Weber doing a good job utilizing his length and setting the tone defensively.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson for 3. A rebound by Walton.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. They've really been strong on the glass.
They need this one, and it's sent back by PD. Inside, got a piece of it. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Allen inside the three-point line, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Washington feeling good about their 17-point.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what's your take?
I love the way they're getting after this thing. Moving bodies, attacking the rim.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Chris Webber in this one, he's been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, Durant is out there with Towns. Then it's Walton. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Allen in at the 2. Johnson kicks to Towns. Outside Durant. Down low. Davis is up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
The Wizards have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. The ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Yeah, just a nice little move through the contact there. Curry with the fantastic body control.
Here's Allen. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Allen's got his first 2 points of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Davis. Good on the 13-footer.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
And the pass to Towns. Pass to KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice D from Russell.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Both teams will make substitutions. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Curry against Johnson. And the shot goes in.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Here is Elliott. Johnson outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, and you know, Johnson gets it done anywhere on the floor, Kevin, as a scorer. I mean, but he's especially potent from the mid-range area.
Here's Davis, and the rejection by Towns.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Bowen. He dishes it to Hamilton. Curry on the wing. Pass to Bowen. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Johnson goes in. Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Davis.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first one falls.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015. A future MVP candidate. I mean, he's lived up to the billing.
Ron Harper, he's checked in for Elliott. Minnesota also with the sub. Hall's checked in, and he makes both free throws. And the Timberwolves call time. You gotta like what Magic Johnson has done in this game.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And let's check out some of the numbers here on Karl Anthony Towns. Great showing for him last season. 8th in rebounding. And he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Washington leading now. Passes it to Harper. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Count it.
And I enjoy watching watching Harper as he fends off the contact. Awesome at just finding those little cracks in the defense and exploiting them.
Harper against Paul. He kicks it to Russell. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle spots for the Wizards.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
6 to shoot, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Thompson, he's checked in for Hamilton. Johnson, the pass to Towns, and stolen by Russell. Down low, and Bill Russell slams it in.
And the relentless nature that is Bill Russell. Always working for the best scoring opportunity. Won't find one better than that.
Outside Harper. No good on the three. And so it's Washington sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them. Let's take a listen now to Scott Brooks.
Great job. Great job. Play with
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Andre Kirilenko. Anthony Davis is out there with Russell. Then it's Thompson, and it's Bowen in at the point.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Thompson with the bucket.
You know, the touch on Thompson's three-point shot just off the charts. He just never seems to lose his feel.
Allen outside. The pass to Durant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staff and scouting staff, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
Taken away by Kirilenko. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Kirilenko, the ball, and that one is good.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
And you've got to love the all-around game Kirilenko has. He's terrific at both ends, and he can play at any pace, makes an impact all over the floor.
Johnson kicks to Towns. The dish to KD. Low block shot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Russell's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Loads it up for Davis. He's off on that one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Allen is on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. That's to KD. Tries it from 9, and he drops that one in. And And the Wizards lead by 16.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. That one drops for him.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Here's Johnson, and Davis sends it back. Kirilenko against Durant. Kirilenko kicks to Curry. Thompson outside. Davis dishes to Curry. 5 on the clock. From the arc. Up again, and it's Russell with that extra effort. Russell's got 4 points now in the fourth.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And, Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Outside for Curry. Dishes it to Davis. Back to Curry. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed.
But Curry's so quick, so crafty. I mean, his combination of craftiness and quickness, really hard to contain.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Wizards.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it.
Sure did. I mean, this means they'll come out on top in the season series, 2 games to 1 now. Got to be happy about that.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, I like how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Now here's Durant. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and with the
Meeting. Meeting. Ganyan yun, pagka minsan. Pero try mo i-start. Start options.
Yeah, hey. Look, dude, like Robin, Rolex diamonds, penny flip flops, I'm styling, buy brown Rolex diamonds. Hey, I do like Robin, Rolex diamonds. Hey, I do like Robin, penny flip flops, I'm styling.